It's Miss Money in the Bank.
The following contest is a fatal four-way steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Port St. Lucie, Florida, Jaida Parker.
You are looking at some highly motivated competitors in this match, looking to steal the show and capture the attention of the entire WWE Universe.
She is ready for this big match, and she knows everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact.
Welcome to Vice City.
And her opponents, first from Miami, Florida, the WWE World Underground Champion, Lola.
Vice had a successful MMA career as a flyweight before arriving here.
Yeah, and Lola has all the in-ring skills and fighting spirit to succeed in WWE. Lola Vice looks ready to set the world on fire.
She has the makings of a top superstar.
And here comes this strange individual.
Definitely on her own wavelength, on her own frequency.
And from Dallas, Texas, Tatum, Paxley.
As talented as she is, Paxley is constantly on a mission to prove herself here to the WWE Universe and to the locker room.
Yeah, but Paxley has developed a reputation for sometimes taking things a bit too far, ending up in situations she doesn't want to be in.
You play weird games, you get weird prizes. Cole, can you believe Tatum Paxley has trouble making friends?
There's no one quite like Tatum Paxley here in WWE. She's like Saxton.
Make way, the Juggernaut has arrived.
And from Austin, Texas, Jordynne Grace.
The woman who crossed the line to come to WWE and dominate.
Memorable debut at the Royal Rumble. Still as a women's world champion elsewhere, then officially joined WWE a year later.
Jordynne Grace is here to make quite an impact.
Knockout looks, always impressive and always dominant.
And always with a smile on her face, especially when she's destroying someone.
Steel cage match reserved for competitors who can't settle their differences any other way.
Surrounding yourself with unforgiving steel, you're really trying to end a rivalry once and for all when you agree to this match.
Big right hand. Rapid shots right to the gut. Vicious, aggressive attacks. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Oh, kick right to the back. Looks like she's going to climb the steel cage.
Looking to keep steady, keep balanced.
Trying to make their way out of the cage.
Oh, no! From the top rope!
From
she goes.
The decision to start climbing so soon turned out to be a costly one.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
Driven down with a jackhammer.
Nasty kick. So much carnage can happen inside the steel cage. Corey, what is a safe strategy in this one?
I don't think safety is a concern inside the cage. You need to embrace the carnage and inflict as much damage as possible, or you're the one who's going to end up staring at the lights in the end.
She falls all the way back to the mat.
She picked her opponent off the cage. Now she has become the aggressor.
Lift it up. What's next? And now to the ring. Forearm smash. Grace denies the attack. She's taking her share of. Hold on, she could be looking for a submission move here.
It's the armbar, putting a ton of force on the shoulder right now.
She might want to tap.
Such a narrow window to escape, but she found it.
They're going to wear down their opponent. Oh, with the heel hook stretch.
Armbar.
That attack was definitely pre-calculated, hoping to greatly diminish the power in that arm. The climb to the top now is going to take every ounce of energy.
And crashing a long way down.
And down to the canvas. That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career. Face first into the cage.
And Parker got taken to task right there.
Uh-oh.
She counters it. And Grace falls to a counter. Forearm to the kidneys.
Parker placing her opponent on the middle. Ouch! Middle rope. A shot to the abdomen. And here we go. You have to be cautious while climbing. Don't want to slip and fall. This is not going to end well.
Power bomb.
Oh, she has to be bruised after that fall.
Falls to the mat with a thud.
No one's going to freely allow you to just scale the cage.
Gets slammed down. Ooh. Oh, come on. Why would you stoop that low? Her endurance is really being tested now.
The steel cage is just as punishing as your opponent, Cole.
Making a move, but is it the right moment? Nasty impact.
And crashes right back down to the mat.
Might have pulled something on that landing. Jaida Parker taunting her down the opponent. Here it comes.
Parker put a stamp on this one.
Starting up the side of the cage now.
From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord. An elbow will break that up. She hit her right in the gut. She's climbing the cage now.
Top rope.
Caught in a bad spot.
Oh, my. Just dropped between the cage and the ropes.
She's looking winded now.
We are seeing the very real effects of competing in a steel cage match here.
Scaling the steel cage wall.
Oh. You cannot waste any time when you start the climb.
Trying to make their way out of the cage. Oh, and crashing a long way down.
And she's pulled down
situation where awareness seems to be lacking late in the match. Nice takedown.
She's looking to ascend the cage now.
Have to dig deep if you want to reach the top of the cage.
Crashing a long way down.
She fell a bit awkward from the cage there.
Something to keep an eye on.
That wasn't the kind of outcome she expected.
Tatum Paxley into a psycho trap.
That could end Jaida's night.
We have to be nearing the end of this one.
Yeah, she is really looking out of sorts here.
These competitors are pushing themselves beyond their limits.
It's definitely not every night we see a match like this.
The top of the cage is so close, yet so far.
Goodness! Oh, their progress comes crashing down.
Crumpling to the cage floor. Just making a mockery of their opponent before dumping them back down to the mat.
Rapid shots right to the gut. Teeing off. Ruthless chop block. Moving up the side of the cage.
Gradually getting closer and closer to the top. Nasty impact.
Cold steel in her grasp now as she scales the cage.
She's on noodle legs, not looking good.
Here we go.
Ooh. Hard knee to the gut by Lola. Bison.
Followed by the axe kick. Taking off up the wall of the cage now.
Each inch you climb puts you in more of a precarious position.
She's starting to climb up the cage wall.
I don't know about you two, but I can barely hear my own thoughts.
The WWE Universe is making their feelings heard loud and clear.
She got sent back to the mat. Hard.
Didn't look like much, but trust me, this late in the match, it doesn't take much.
Ooh.
Starting to scale the cage wall. Face buster.
The summit of this steel cage is in sight, gentlemen.
Trying to make their way out of the cage.
This is not going to end well.
Lower bomb.
She's ripped from the cage wall.
She wasn't going to let her opponent make it to the top.
Down with force. Jaida Parker taunting her downed opponent. Here it comes.
Going up and possibly out. Parker put a stamp on this one. Nasty impact.
She got sent back to the mat. Hard. That couldn't have felt good. Great power. Inverted suplex. And now she's scaling the steel cage wall.
In a vulnerable position here. Caution is paramount.
Kick right to the leg. Oh! Inverted atomic drop. Ooh. Oh, boom. Big time atomic drop.
That'll have you walking funny.
Running knee. Russian leg sweep. Not done there. And now going to start the climb up the cage.
Taking it step by step. Climbing onwards and upwards.
Trying to make their way out of the cage. Oh! And crashing a long way down. She falls all the way back to the mat.
A rough way to land if I've ever seen one. Wicked driver.
And Tatum Paxley doing her best to stay in this matchup. Lola setting her opponent up. About to strike.
Opportunity is just a few feet away now.
Can that finish Jaida?
Oh, man.
She's trying. Half her body's over the top of the cage.
I would tell her don't look down, but all there is now is down.
Yeah, the easy part was getting up there.
She's taking off up the side of the cage here, and she's on top of the cage. This is her moment to escape.
She's still a long way up, gentlemen.
Trying to escape the cage. This is not going to end well.
From up in the cage, down to the ring she goes.
Definitely not the outcome she was hoping for when she started climbing.
Hooks it up. Oh. And an inverted atomic drop. Boom. Oh, atomic drop. Sending her up on the top rope.
With the head trap, both legs hooked. We know what's coming next. Muscle buster.
Every person in this capacity crowd is on their feet.
And with good reason. These superstars are earning all of their respect.
And did you hear the impact of that?
Oh!
Big back body drop. Now signaling for the door to open.
She's so close to freedom. Is this her time?
Now that's not right. Somebody do something about that.
She's locked in, about to go for the kill.
Tatum Paxley to a psycho trap.
Paxley may have sealed things up.
Climbing, headed for the top of the cage.
Totally out of it. She's a perfect target. From the top. 305.
Hazardous situation for Paxley.
Jaida Parker taunting her downed opponent. Here it comes. Jaida with the exclamation mark.
Kick right to the spine. Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Spinning back elbow connects. Jaida Parker taunting her downed opponent. Here it comes.
Hazardous situation for Paxley.
She's finding herself a foothold to climb the cage.
Not an easy climb, even when you aren't in the middle of a match.
You can feel the dump with a 305. Has Lola settled this?
Got the leg and
Elbow drop with authority.
oh, set hard into the corner. Back elbow into the bulldog. Going up high with the punch. Ooh.
Right to the leg.
That'll sting. Oof.
Up and oh, knee right to the spine. Boom. Oh, loving it. No breeze from Asbury Park.
Send you a postcard.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Backbreaker. Lariat.
Kick to the gut by Jordynne Grace. Look at the power.
Beast mode engaged.
That could end Jaida's night.
German suplex.
Boom. Bam.
Clothesline. Off with their head. Jordynne is culminating a great game plan right now.
The attacks will not relent from Grace.
Gonna scale the cage wall now.
And each step up this cage takes more and more energy to accomplish.
She knew how to evade that. These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
Kick to the gut. Here's the setup. Powerbomb. Lola by sizing up her opponent. Oof.
Earned an atomic drop.
Ooh. Jordynne is focused on finishing this. Setting up.
Will Grace seal the deal?
She's headed up, attempting to climb the wall of the cage.
Taking it nice and steady, trying to make it to the top. Trying to make their way out of the cage. Powerbomb! She fell a bit awkward from the cage there.
Something to keep an eye on. Truly an uphill climb in every sense. Getting back up gets harder.
She's trying one more time.
Powerbomb! Will that overtake Lola?
Put in the corner now. Oh, that could be a knockout blow.
Going to ascend the cage.
Trying to stay sure-footed on the way up.
Got a seat in the house. Sitting up high. On top with a 305. But then Device.
Has Lola settled this?
And well-timed maneuver there. Calculating the next move here.
I think she's looking to end things here.
Isn't looking normal.
Whatever it is, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Grace gets out of the way.
Oh, snapmare. Oh, second rope and a twisting splash.
You got to admire the determination here.
This is not going to end well.
Powerbomb.
Oh, their progress comes crashing down.
You got to wonder if that's it. We're deep into this match, so another climb might not be in the cards. Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine.
Connects. Saw it coming. Fires back with a crucial elbow. Sharp chop.
Russian leg sweep.
Power drop kick. She's heading up the cage wall.
Each inch you climb puts you in more of a precarious position.
Trying to make their way out of the cage. Jaida being carefully measured now.
Powerbomb. She comes flying off the cage and back down to the ground.
She wasn't going to let her opponent make it to the top.
Spot to be in.
Dropped right on their face.
Double underhook suplex. Going to try and scale the steel cage wall.
Not an easy climb, even when you aren't in the middle of a match.
Oh, no! From the top rope! And crashes right back down to the mat.
Has to refine a balance. It's hard to gather your whereabouts once you fall off the cage.
And she's climbing up the wall of the steel cage.
Trying to stay sure-footed on the way up. Trying to make their way out of the cage.
Gradually getting closer and closer to the top. Oh, ouch!
Made it to the top of the cage, processing her next move. If she could just lift her other leg over the top.
I don't envy her position.
I can't watch.
Close to escaping, top of the cage, pulling them back in, saving the matchup.
Face first into the cage.
Crashing to the mat.
Oh, she has to be kicked to the gut by Jordynne Grace. Look at the power. There it is. Juggernaut driver. Hazardous situation for Paxley. Her legs are wobbling, but that's the least of her problems.
Laid out with a power slam to the sky.
Roundhouse kick.
305.
That's wonderful advice before. Here it is.
German suplex. Lola Vice setting up her opponent here. LAX the spine. Choosing to climb up the wall of the cage here.
Making a move, but is it the right moment? Brought down with a neck breaker.
Seeing it at the top of the cage right now. Grace denies the attack.
Have to dig deep if you want to reach the top of the cage.
Oh, she manages to reverse it.
Trying to make their way out of the cage. Oh, and crashing on 305.
Jaida Parker taunting her downed opponent. Here it comes. With the top. Elbow drop.
Hammer lock.
Breaker.
She's heading up the cage wall.
You cannot waste any time when you start the climb.
She's hoisted herself up on top of the cage now. Incredible standing corkscrew moonsault. Wow. Tatum Paxley.
There's a psycho trap by Tatum Paxley. That could end Jaida's night.
Uh-oh. Going up the wall of the steel cage now.
Determined to make it up the cage. Balance and a tight grip are key.
Trying to make their way out of the cage.
Oh, no! From the top rope! She's ripped from the cage wall.
Looked like something got twisted on that landing. She's signaling for the official. Are we about to see it again?
Bomb! Will Grace seal the deal?
She's starting to climb up the cage wall. Oh. Finds a counter for Paxley.
You have to be cautious while climbing. Don't want to slip and fall.
Finally reaching the top of the cage here. Cuts the attack off.
Taking it step by step. Climbing onwards and upwards.
She fell a bit awkward from the cage there.
Something to keep an eye on.
Sent crashing down. How much more can they take?
Right into the ring post. What impact!
The summit of this steel cage is in sight, gentlemen.
Grace denies the attack.
Looking to keep steady, keep balanced.
Making it to the top and assessing her entire situation now. And that move might have crossed the line.
Steering clear there. Elbow puts an end to that. Oh, direct impact to the chest.
Meanwhile, it's Tatum Paxley.
Kick to the stomach puts an end to that.
Oh, the knee directly into the face. Her moment could be at hand. She's ready to attack. She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out.
Just raining down punches.
Jaida Parker taunting her downed opponent. Here it comes. And that can keep Lola down.
Sharp chop. Bang right in the face. Climbing up the cage now.
Inverted atomic drop. Ooh. You gotta admire the determination here.
This is not gonna end well.
From up on the cage, down to the ring she goes.
Definitely not the outcome she was hoping for when she started climbing.
She's coming too, and she's not gonna like what comes next.
Ouch. Spin kick to the midsection. Bam! She flipped that attack around.
Kick to the gut by Jordynne Grace. Look at the power.
Beast mode engaged. Will Grace seal the deal?
Ooh!
Getting set up in the corner now.
Being placed onto the top rope.
Oh, man, this is going to be nasty. Oh, my God. Think of the impact.
Muscle buster.
Uh-oh. Stop dead in their tracks with a shot.
Kick to the gut by Jordynne Grace. Look at the power. There it is. Juggernaut driver.
And that can keep Lola down. Oh, boom!
She's climbing the cage now.
And each step up this cage takes more and more energy to accomplish.
Here we go. Heads up the cage. And up the side of the cage she goes. Will she complete her escape? Just have to get over the top here.
And I think getting up there took everything she had. Does she have strength left to get down now?
She could be close to victory if she can get over the cage.
She spent a lot of energy getting up there. Does she have enough to get out?
And Jaida didn't see that coming.
Simple but effective side headlock takeover. Tremendous pressure on the head and neck.
She's headed up, attempting to climb the wall of the cage.
In a vulnerable position here. Caution is paramount.
Now heading up the cage. Perched up there on the top of the cage now.
This is horrific.
One of the nastiest landings I've ever seen.
All right, it's over. It has to be. It just has to be.
This is her chance. She has to keep her cool. Taking it nice and steady, trying to make it to the top.
There's the bell, and she survives this brutal cage match.
Here is your winner, Lola.
And somehow, some way, we have a winner.
But they are feeling the effects of that brutal cage.
All these women were determined to win it all. This thing was really anyone's match.